Alright, welcome back. We have another update for the Unreal Engine World of Warcraft survival game. So this is the 0.2 update where it's introduced Durotar and the Orcish starting zone. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to say this to emphasize for people who don't know, you're just now hearing about this, all that kind of stuff, that this is literally like 3 to 4 months in development. Everything here is literally like a proof of concept. Any small detail, minor hiccup, it will all be fixed. And these guys are actually pretty good about listening to feedback. I am very versed in survival games. That's pretty much my second channel. What I do is survival games and reviewing and stuff like that. So I've actually been giving them tons of feedback rather on the game as I've been playing it from their first iteration of it to now this new one. Now, I did kind of play a little bit off stream. This is a fresh start, so you're going to see it from the beginning. I did not get to complete the area yet. There is an end to this area because, again, this is just a see how the mechanics works kind of thing, right? So, here's the orc. He's still, the running, this is the walking, rather. It's okay, but the running is still kind of goofy. That's going to be one of my biggest criticisms right now. And, by the way, if my video lags at all, this is very unoptimized. It is killing my RAM at the moment. So, OBS and this game don't really go good together. I do like that there's fish in the water now. I know that there is now a fishing mechanic with a fishing rod. I've not seen it yet, so we're going to try to do that. Now, here, drink water. I do like to have the little markers there, but I also like, so far there's no mini-map. I don't know if there's a plan to be a mini-map, but I like that it doesn't have a big arrow showing you where to go. It just says, oh, it's this box here, right? Now, something I noticed when I was getting my own little, like, sneak peek is items don't really seem to show up in containers now. You have to search it and, like, discover what it is. I don't think I like that. I forgot it's tab. So I don't really think I like that just yet. Now, also you have to remember, tab is the inventory button, because I'm used to pressing B or I for inventory, or even C for character. Good thing, there's finally a pause button, and a settings. So you still can't save or load, that's fine, because it's, again, just a tester, it's a demo, but you can change all your graphics, your audio, all that kind of stuff here. That's great. That is already a big plus in my book, because it didn't have it in the last update. The first iteration, rather. Now, this part, I'm going to have a little bit of a problem with. So, it wants you to gather stone first in order to make the flint. The flint is like a basic tool, but if you have enough flint as well as other materials, then you could start to make I don't have it here, but you could start to make like the axe and the pickaxe. But this is your generic tool that lasts like 5 hits and then it breaks. And I forgot tab. But to get that, you punch stone. Okay, that's fine. You punch the stone and you get stuff to make your flint, and then you can use that to make your tools later. Now let's pick up some of the stone here before it rolls into the water. Can I still... I don't know if I can break that anymore. I am out of stamina. Cool. So let's just make this flint right here. Now, something that I noticed when I got out of the cave is that while I can punch, or again, tab, punch a rock to get stone, at least those kind of rocks, not these kind that you require the tool. You, cannot punch trees, even to get a minimal amount of resources, and you cannot punch or gather from bushes. You must have a tool in order to do that, and for me, at least with the bushes, makes absolutely no sense, and I'll show you that in a second once I get out of the cave. I'm just going to finish up this part of the tutorial, which is gathering. It's going to have me go outside of the cave in a second, but we're not going to leave just yet because there are some chests around here. Let's go find some. Now this, I'm going to pick up all these loose stones. There's some loose wood right there I'm going to grab. Pick that up. There should be one, I think, over here. There's one up there. We can try. I actually did not grab that one on my last playthrough. There's a scorpion. Let's see if he's bugging out a little bit. Hit him! Hit him! Hit him! At least he's not giving me like a poison debuff, but there you go. Get fucked. I don't have a gathering knife. Here's a bush right here. Okay, so watch. Can I put this away? Oh, I can throw the rock. I did not realize you could do that. Yeet. Can I pick it back up? I can. Okay, so here's the bush. I hit E, which is for interact. Nothing happens. Punch. There's no damage numbers. So, you cannot gather from the bush unless you have... God damn it. Hit tab. There we go. Where... Why can't I... Oh, is it damaged? Oh, yeah. Durability is 0. I don't think we can repair that. Okay, let's just toss that out. We'll make a new one. I gathered up a bunch of stones. That's fine. Right there. So you cannot gather from the bush unless you have... There it is. A tool. I find that ridiculous. I think... bushes, you should be able to gather from either by hitting the interact button or just by punching it. I would prefer the interact button. Okay, here we go. Again, we have to discover what it is. Let's see. It's cloth. I'll take the cloth. So, every other... oh, here's something cool. Real quick. Every other survival game lets you just gather from bushes. So this is the only game I've seen that you have to actually have a fucking tool to do it. I mean, you can have a tool later on to gather more out of it, but being able to gather a minimal amount without a tool should be the case. Now, this is what's cool. So the little chest here is made of wood. You can break it to get wood. I like that. That's something that I like. Okay, so we got one chest. Let's see if I can climb up. Kind of. Yep. Got it. Sweet. Oh my god. Do I have hiccups now? Fuck me. I was drinking some vodka just now. I don't think that's the case, but it may be. It's the, the carbonation, right? I had like sparkling lemonade and I just kind of splashed a little bit of vodka in there. I'm very, I'm very feminine when it comes to drinks. I don't go for beer or anything like that. Okay, here's another scorpion. Let's kick his ass. This tool's gonna break before I even kill him, probably. Well, maybe. I might be able to get him. Now, I'm gonna be showing you guys as much as I don't... Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, cool. Originally, you needed the knife in order to harvest. So now I know you can actually use a tool to harvest. I like that. That's a change. Is another thing. Okay, so what I was saying is I'm gonna show you as much as I can, but I definitely know... Come on. What? Oh, the thing was... I saw what it was. It's fine. If I get to a point, which will be, especially when I get outside of the cave, where I have to grind a lot of resources, I will be editing that out, so you're not having to sit here for 3 hours watching me just punch rocks and trees. I'm going to show you the gameplay, which right now you're seeing what is available gameplay-wise. So this cave is very similar to just a standard cave in World of Warcraft. It's got the same layout. Ooh, there's something right here. Let's pick up this rock. The more rocks we have, the better, because then we can make more flint. So here's a dead guy here. Oh, he gives us a spear and some worms for fishing. I'll grab that because I have not tried fishing yet. So we definitely want to try fishing. Can I break him for anything? Nope. Okay. Now, he did give us a spear. That's going to be a pretty good weapon. We're not going to use it, though, unless we have to, because I don't know when we're going to get another weapon until we make one. So let's break this open for wood, because we definitely need wood for building. Okay. Oh, my God, that almost killed me. That almost killed me. Where's my what's the achievement called? Going down? So now we have to leave the cave. So here's the back of the cave here. I think there's another chest over that way. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just leave the cave so you can see Durotar. Wow, we're 10 minutes into this video already. So we're going to, once we get up here, take a right, and you'll see Durotar. Durotar looks pretty cool. There are some enemies around. There are scorpions, and they are... What is that? Spoiled coconut. Let's get rid of it. There are enemies around. There's scorpions. There are boars, but they're not aggressive, as from what I've seen. And there are humans. Now, the humans are the highest leveled enemies so far that I've seen in this area, which is basically Valley of Trials. And those guys you're going to want to make the better gear to take on. And the quest that I have right now, which is basically, I think, I've not done it, so I think is the, like, goal or the final quest of this little demo area. Now here's Durotar. You got a little bit of a sandstorm going on. Not a sandstorm, but it's like cloudy with sand, a little windy. It's pretty cool. Oh, so the final quest basically is to eliminate a guy called Aaron Black. So he's an enemy. I think he is over there somewhere. Oh yeah, there's wolves here. That was another enemy. I think he's over that way because that's where I saw some humans. Or no, wait. No, I think it was over here. Because that, yeah, that's the farm. There was a well over here. I saw some humans lined up, but I didn't approach them in my little teaser. This is pretty much as far as I had gotten, only I had a workbench and a campfire. So that's going to be the next goal. Now, right over here, we have a water well. You know what? I didn't see if... I might want to go back to that cave and test something, because in the last demo, I made the argument that I need a lot of fiber, so I'm going to do this. Never mind, I cannot harvest that. That, I actually reported that already. That's already been fixed. I did not, download the newest update. So some of these cannot be harvested. It's already been reported, it's already fixed. I just did not download the update, so my client is not fixed. You can harvest the cactus. There's some cactus apples. We will need food, so I will gather that. What was I saying? Oh, so in the last version of it, when you're in the cave, I tried drinking water from the water source that was available. Where is that cave I came from? It was over here, right? And you cannot just go and interact with the water and drink the water. Your water could only come from water wells, and you had to have a water bottle or something in order to fill it up and then drink from it. And then when you drank from it, it would be consumed and you cannot reuse that water bottle, which I criticized for. Now, luckily, that has, at least the water bottle reusage has been fixed. You can now, if you find a water bottle, reuse it. If you drink from it, it won't just disappear out of your inventory, so you can fill it back up and reuse it. Now, I don't know, mostly because I don't remember what the update said, is that I want to see if you can drink the water directly from the source, because it would make sense. And then for areas that don't have a lot of water sources naturally, like in the middle of Durotar, or maybe later on Teneris, or areas like that, then you would need water wells, like in a town or something. You grab your water, fill up multiple flasks or water bottles, and then you can take them out into the drier areas. But then the more wet areas that would have a lot of water, you could just simply walk up and drink from. Let's see. I think there's some water here off to the right. Let me see if that scorpion respawned. Yes, he did. Okay, so enemies do have a respawn timer now. I don't think they had one in the last update that I played. Let's see. There's no water there. I know I saw water over here. It's probably in that next area, the next, like, hallway over. Oh, this scorpion is back. Let's, see if I can go around him. Oh, he saw me. Alright, let's go. I have no stamina right now. I'm going to make a suggestion to the developers. Have it so, like, if I hit the button K or something... Are you still following me? No, go away. Alright. If you hit the button K, or just any button you want, really, I would prefer K, because that's what I'm used to, then it would flip your camera around so you could see behind you, or make it so it's not in line with your character, so you can free move around your character without the character moving the direction that you're turning the camera. Just something so you can, like, look behind you, right? Let's see. I'm hitting E. If I go in the water, maybe? Nope. Okay, so let me test the swimming. Okay, so swimming definitely is a lot better. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than how it was. You can swim down underneath. Yeah, okay, so they definitely made progress on the swimming, because originally the character would not go above the water. He would be below, and it felt very off. Now he was swimming above the water. What direction? This direction. But regardless, when I was in the water and even on the side hitting E or whatever, it was not filling up my water bar. So that's going to be a problem for me. I'm going to have to find a water bottle because I am losing water and I'm losing food, but at least I have apples. Now then, let's go back out here. I am going to start gathering. I'm going to need a lot of fiber, wood, and stone. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this part out until I can get a good foundation, and then you can watch the rest of the gameplay. Alright, so I got a little bit in. I've now got a workbench and some basic tools, and I have not found a good source of water. I'm literally just trying to eat apples to get a little bit of water back. So I have been constantly just kind of dying from starvation, and, well, not starvation. It was starvation, then it was dehydration. But I found something funny. So you get skill points, you get like 2 per level. So I put them into, you know, strength, stamina, agility, and then I put some into spirit. And 2 points into spirit make it so I heal faster than the dehydration and hunger was killing me. So really the only thing I had to deal with was my character's constant grunting of being in pain from the hunger cramps. But I used the spear for the first time. Combat is still not good. I'm going to say that right off the bat. Combat is still not good. It needs definitely to be reworked. But here's something funny. When you use the spear, listen, you'll hear it. Let's go to this bugging out boar here. You hear it? When he uses it, it sounds like a human. The only orc grunts that you're hearing right now are because I'm dying of starvation again. But not technically dying because my spirit is keeping me up all the way. Now here's what's funny. The stone harvests, but the other tools don't. Yeah, and here's the funny thing. I can't even let my character die just to kind of get it reset and just spawn somewhere. But I found another thing that's kind of weird too. So I'm looking through, and here's the workbench. This is for weapons and armor, but to make a water skin, I need rugged leather. So I get that from tanning hides. I say, okay, where's the tannery? Here it is. So I need to make that in order to start getting some rugged leather, I'm assuming. And then you have a leather working table spelled with an H, so working table. And that's where I'm probably going to be able to make at least some leather armor. So now, while I deal with my character constantly grunting from hunger and dehydration, let me go ahead and get that done. So I've been playing now for the better part of an hour, maybe just over an hour. And all I've gotten are some basic tools, pants, boots. I did make a forge, but I've not found any metal yet. But that's, I think, going to be over here probably. This is the only area and the gate over there that I've not explored yet. Yeah, that's as far as I've gotten, because I had a... Hello? Okay, he didn't see me. But there's... I had a little bit of a hiccup with, obviously, the hunger and thirst. And then I went to go fight a wolf, not remembering that my health was super low already, and it one-shot me. So I said, okay, cool. I ran back to go get my stuff, and all of my stuff except for my spear despawned. So I had to rebuild all of my stuff. That was fun. And now, this is my first time gonna fight a human. I literally just have like a stone spear and like the basic cloth pants and boots. Do you see me? Alright, here he comes. Yep, I have no idea how this is gonna go. Ooh. 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 Okay. Okay, so he's actually trying to block. I'm seeing him. Oh yeah, there he is. He just blocked me. He tried to take a swipe, but I backed up. He blocked me again. Okay, so these guys are a little bit smarter than the animals. Now, of course, the... Ooh, there we go. The PvE is not as riveting, but this definitely comparatively, I would say, to like the... Oh, he got me there. To the wolves and boars is a little bit better. Because again, he's a little bit smarter. He's trying to block me. And he did manage to get a swipe with his offhand. And he's down. Open loot. Okay, he dropped cloth. That's fine. Can I harvest him? Let's see. I cannot. That's sad. Okay. Well, it means I can take these guys on. Probably not multiple at a time. But I really need iron or something. And I'm guessing it's in that cave. So this... Oh, it's my hunger. I have raw meat. I'll eat the raw meat. So the raw meat, I don't... Okay, it takes a little bit of health, but it mostly hurts you in your hydration. But I do have a water skin now. And I refilled it before I left my little base. There's one guy. Come on. He doesn't see me. Got him. I got him and then he got me. So, the, if you saw him, if you double-click, it puts your abilities in a queue. So, even if you're not clicking, if you had double-clicked, I'm out of stamina, it will, attack anyway. So, it's not really that responsive when it comes to, hitting. That's why I'm kind of just running in, doing one hit and backing up. It also helps... Let me recover my stamina and keep him from hitting me. Got him. Loot. Give me loot. Okay, these guys seem to be only dropping cloth so far, so I don't know if they're going to be dropping anything better. I would love if they dropped a weapon, like a better weapon, or maybe some like basic armor. Okay, so open container. Let's see what we got. More cloth. Yep, more cloth. Seems like every container that I've opened so far, except for like the first one you find, has cloth. Now, oops. Now, you can use cloth to make armor, so it's not that bad, but it's like the basic bitch armor. Now, we can probably use this, because I saw that there was like a spinning wheel you can make or something. You probably can use this to make like a padded armor and make better quality, instead of just the basic bitch stuff that I have right now. Let's see if I go here. Right there, thread wheel. Spinning tool to weave thread from fibers. So probably that's just gonna make the cloth from fiber, which... Oh, here we go. We found some ore. I brought my pickaxe. I left everything back at the base, just in case I did die. That way I didn't have to go and look for it all over again. Now, we haven't gotten to make anything out of metal yet, because in the previous playthrough... There wasn't, like, a forge or anything. Okay, it's daytime now. I can actually see. Ah, here's some more metal. Exactly where I thought it would be. Okay, so now I'm actually losing health because when you are starving and dehydrated, you will lose your health rapidly rather than in small amounts when it's just one or the other. Which, my spirit was a high enough level that I didn't have to worry about it if it was one or the other, but I'm not recovering fast enough to worry about it if it's both. So, I'm gonna continue farming this stuff. No, wait, I do have water. Let's see. Where's... Here it is. Okay, so I got my thirst back up, so my health should be... Yeah, my health is going back up now, even though I'm starving because of my spirit being high. I already mentioned this, but the spirit is, in fact... Like, that is a bug. So that has already been fixed. I do like that each iron I pick up, it's giving me 2. There's a lot in here. Holy crap. I don't see any copper. I saw you could make stuff out of copper, but I'm not seeing any copper. I'm going to mine one more of these, and then I'm going to head back to base. Alright, so here's my little camp here. I've got my forge, my blacksmith, leather working, tannery, workbench. I've got metal boots, metal pants, metal gloves. I didn't have enough for a chest piece. I made a wooden shield and a steel axe, which strikes a lot faster than the spear, but I have to be closer. Now, I'm level 8, and here are my stats. I put a lot of it into strength, some in spirit, stamina, and then 1 in agility. I don't have any intellect because there's no magic as of right yet, so it doesn't really matter. Now then, over there, like when you first spawn in as an orc in World of Warcraft, that's just got a few humans, and then it's got the mine to get the iron. But it looks like the last place I have not checked, by the way, the area where Sarkoth is, that's closed off. You can't go in there. The last area is over here by the gate to the Valley of Trial. And I bet you that's where the boss battle is. Now, because I've been playing this for now 2 hours, literally just running around grinding, which I'm going to talk about my experience and what I think should be improved upon after this. Let's go into this little camp here first and try to find the boss and see if we can kill him. If not, I'll just wrap up the video, but I'm going to try to kill him. So, let's see. Oh yeah, these little bags, they're loot crates as well, so you can loot those. So far, they all just have cloth in there, so nothing really exciting. Alright, so he's got to be probably that guy there in the armor. But let's see if we can get this guy first. Because the less... He didn't see me. Get out of here. I put pretty much all my abilities into strength, so this is gonna be freaking easy. But we don't want to pull those guys over there. So, I bet you it's this guy here. He's got to be the boss. Come here.
Face me, coward.
Face me, coward! I like that. Let's try blocking. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I one-shot him. Congratulations, you've done the available content. Thank you for participating. I one-shot him. That's what happens when you put all your skills into strength. I thought he was going to be like a badass. At least it took the minion a couple of hits. Okay, you know what? Let's go for these guys. Screw it. Come on. I'm trying to... Okay, so you remember how I said you have to put stuff in a queue? So I'm like, when I'm not attacking, shield response time is pretty good. Oh, that's interesting. I'm putting my shield up, but he's blocking with the axe instead, which is weird. Alright, they're dead. So, so let's see. Block 1. Okay, so the animation is quite long. Now, if you do multiple attacks, you can do multiple attacks, but to recover from the attack takes at least 2 to 3 seconds before you could put your shield up. So that's gonna be a little bit of annoyance. I don't mind like having to commit to an attack and not being able to instantly pull up your shield, but okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it takes about 2 to 3 seconds. That's a little bit too long. I would say go for 1 second. That way you have to commit to your attack and then choose to block, but at least you're not a sitting duck for that long before you can block. And eventually, I would say I would like to see dodging. So if I hit like Alt, like left Alt on your keyboard, you'll roll to the side, roll to the side. So that'd be good for bigger bosses. And also like these guys, and they come and they commit to their attack, you can roll behind them or to the side and then go in for a strike. So that would be pretty good too. Control does not allow you to crouch. Not important, but I would like for control to let you crouch and have a stealth, and then people who want to do a more stealthy gameplay can do that. But there's no daggers right now. It's not, you know, it's still being worked on. There's not even magic abilities. So eventually, that's a low priority. But eventually, I would like that added. I would say definitely tweak the shield block right off the bat. Great. After a swing, takes a while. Now, I would say with the attacks, I want it to be one click, one swipe. I don't want it to be in a queue. If I'm clicking multiple times and I'm in the middle of one animation and I stop clicking, that one animation goes, but I'm not currently clicking, so no more attacks go. Because, you know, people are going to hit it to attack when they really only mean to do 1 or 2 strikes before they put up a block or something. So I don't want this queue system. See, my hand is off the keyboard. Let's try that again. So I don't like that. That needs to be tuned. That really needs to be tuned. Now then, it's about to turn dark side. So I like the nighttime. I like how it's dark. I think now it's fine for right now because it kind of like gets you into the nighttime. You use a torch, and it kind of shows you the lighting system. So for right now, it's not too big of an issue. This is going to be, again, a low priority suggestion. I would have the transition from nighttime and then nighttime into daytime a little bit slower. Have that twilight moment. So, kind of like how it is right now, how it's slowly turning. But when it turns dark quick. So, you'll see it in a second here. I'm going to keep talking while it does that. So, there we go. See, it's just rapidly turning dark. So I would like that to be tuned to be a little slower. Just a little slower. But I like how it's dark. You can't see shit unless you have a torch. I don't have one right now because I broke the one that I had. Oh, something I didn't show you before when you were in that cave and there's torches hanging around. You can pick up the torches and use them. And a fix from the last beta is that now the torches are in your offhand. That's a good change. I like that. Now then, when it comes to resource gathering, using that, we already talked a little bit about it, but using the initial rock, the flint, gathers everything. It will gather the fiber, it'll gather wood, stone, animals, but it's got like a durability of 5, so it breaks in like a couple of hits. So you have to keep making them in order to use them. From there, the tools are specialized. So pickaxe only gets stone, axe only gets wood, and a knife only gets animal parts. Now the knife, I had to wait until the iron... Oh, there's a dude right there. Holy shit. Do you see? I barely see him. He's right there. Hang on. Hold on. There he is. Holy crap, I didn't even see him. So, get out of here, asshole. Okay, what was I talking about? So, the gathering. So, the stone... Okay, so I had to wait till the iron tier to get the skinning knife. So, while I'm trying to gather food and leather from the animals, I had to keep using flint. Now, when I did that, you can only harvest it twice. Now, for using the flint, I don't mind there being a limited amount of resources gathered. I'm starving again. You know what? Just keep it on pause for a second. Let's go to full screen. Now I'm going to talk about it. So, you only gather a few items. So, for the meat and leather, you gather twice, and you get 1 per. So, you get 2 leather, 2 meats per animal kill. When I get the knife, it's the exact same amount of resources. I get 2 meat, 2 hide, even though it's the iron tier knife. And I've noticed the exact same thing with the pickaxe and the axe. You're swinging your tool at the stone or the wood, and you're getting the exact same amount of resources as the flint. So that's one of the reasons why it took me fucking 2 hours, almost 3 hours to do as much as I did, which is in a survival game, barely anything at all. So I would highly suggest that, okay, so the durability was, I think, was spot on for it being a stone tool. It's spot on, so I'm not worried about the durability. gathering rate needs to be tuned up for those tools. So the higher tier you go with the tools, the more resources it should grant you. I shouldn't have a better tool to get the exact same amount of items as the previous tool. The only benefit is that I don't have to keep rebuilding it because it's got more durability. I want, instead of 1 wood per swing, give me 2 or maybe 3 per swing. So that's definitely something that needs to be tuned. I'm going to go over some stuff I said in the video because it's been 3 hours for me and probably 20 minutes for you. But definitely clicking on water sources to drink from. I didn't get a chance to do the fishing. It's 3 hours in, it's 10 o'clock. I want to go to bed, so I'm wrapping this video up. So I didn't get to play with the fishing rod. What was it? I talked about the stone. The combat definitely needs to be tuned. Not really a priority right now, because I want to get the baseline gameplay done, and the human fights comparatively to the animals feel better. I do think they can be tweaked a little bit, but for now they're fine. Animals still need to be tweaked. They still walk too slow. They're no threat at all. When they do hit you, they're stationary. Like, when they go to attack you and commit to their attack, they're stationary. They're not running and hitting you at the same time, so you can just back up and they'll miss. So you can play this whole demo without getting hit once if you can do the song and dance correctly. Gathering metal, so it's gonna be the same thing as I said before, where I think probably better tools would be better with this, but you're picking up the iron, right? And you're getting 2 per. And I thought at the time, oh, that's great. You're getting 2 iron per pickup, so you're getting like 6 to 8 per node. That's pretty good. And then I realized you need 2 iron to make 1 bar, and every gear piece, which is why I didn't make all of them, requires like, what was it, like 4 to 8 iron? And I was like, I'm not going to grind all that stuff, especially I can't save my game, so it's not like I could just save it, come back tomorrow, and just keep building, right? I'm trying to do this on one playthrough, because if I turn this off, I have to start over if I turn it back on. So that's going to be the next thing. Get a save game, even though it's not that important right now, but that's going to be on the list later on. Yeah, I think that's pretty much my feedback for this. Oh, water and food. Cooked food, I think needs to be tuned up a tiny bit. Give you a little bit more food, especially if it's cooked. So if I'm eating an apple, it's fine if it only gives me a little bit. If I eat raw meat, gives me a little bit, gives me a debuff, fine. But when I'm cooking the meat, I'm taking that extra time to cook the meat, then I want to get more back from it, and I don't feel like I was getting more back from eating cooked meat, especially with how little I was getting per animal kill. And it's the spoil time is way too fast. I think I spoiled more food than I ate, and I had to eat quite often because the food meter went down a lot. The water skin being reusable, perfect. I think it took a little too long to get my first water skin, and I didn't find a single water bottle anywhere, so I don't know about that. I think the water skin, here's a suggestion. It gave back the perfect amount of water. So I drank and it would fill up like half a meter. That's fine. I think it needs to hold at least a couple of uses. So if it's the basic water skin, I would say give it like 2 to 3 uses. And then when you get to the better water bottle or the better water skin or whatever, the higher tiered ones, then let it have more uses. Because what I found is when I'm using the water skin to drink, okay, and then it fills me halfway, perfect, whatever, I go to then have to refill it. And it takes like, I don't remember how long. It was like 5 to 7 seconds to refill it, which I think is ridiculous. I think that should be either no crafting time or like 1 to 2 seconds. That long to refill a water skin is, I don't like that at all. So now you have to do that. Well, I still need water, so now I have to drink again and then refill again. So that was just tedious. I think if it's a once in a while thing, it's better. I think the seconds need to be tuned down, and I think it needs to have at least 2 to 3 uses. That way, if I'm super low on dehydration, I can at least drink a full thing, get a full bar, and then refill it, and I'll last a while. Oh, I'm getting low. I could drink once, keep going, see I'm getting low, drink again, and then 3 times in, okay, it's time to go refill again, and I don't mind waiting those couple of seconds to refill because I got my money's worth out of it, is what I'm trying to say. So 1 drink for 5 seconds, I think is too much, so that needs to be tuned. What else? I said food was good. I think it does need to be tweaked with the cooked food. The tools, I think that's pretty much it in terms of this 0.2 testing. So yeah, I am looking forward to the improvements that the team is going to make and to see what new areas they're going to add. Again, reminding everybody, this is literally a proof of concept. They're like 4 months into development, and remember, a game like this, a fully fledged game, could take years. I'm talking like 4 years minimum or so to make. So seeing this much work in a few months, great. Still needs to be worked on, needs to be tuned, and that's why these playtests are here. That's why I'm making a video on it. So if you want to see more news and gameplay following the coverage and the development of this little Unreal Engine survival game in the Warcraft universe, please make sure you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more. I am talking to the developers. We're going to get this game up and running. I have high hopes and high expectations for this game. Right now, they're not being met, but they can be met. There's plenty of room for improvement, plenty of time to work on this. We're gonna get it done. Okay, then, I'll see you guys later.